it do, Lakers crew. Welcome to Lakers Over Everything. Purple and gold till we die. Purple and gold we ride. I bleed purple. My heart beats gold. It's Lakers Over Everything. LOE fam, stand up, Lakers Nation. What it do, baby? What it do? You already know what it is. We are talking all things Lakers head coaching spot, all right? We know we got to get a coach hired, and we got to do that soon. Other teams, they aren't playing around. There's only 3 of us in the mix as of right now. Who needs head coaches? It's us. Our beloved Los Angeles Lakers, 17-time NBA world champion. Los Angeles Lakers, let me say that correctly. And then, of course, you got the Charlotte Hornets. They're in the hunt. They're in the search for a coach. And you got the Sacramento Kings. Although the Sacramento Kings, it looks like they're about to finalize things with Mark Jackson. It looks like he may get that spot. But we're talking Lakers. We're talking Lakers. We're mentioning all these big names, You mentioned Nick Nurse. You mentioned Doc Rivers. You mentioned Mark Jackson, who we just spoke about. You mentioned Quinn Snyder, Darvin Ham, Adrian Griffin. All these names of potential candidates who the Lakers may pursue, or who the Lakers are looking at, who the Lakers are interested in. Well, how about someone already sitting there on the Lakers bench? So when the Lakers moved on from Frank Vogel, when they fired Frank Vogel, they actually kept some of the assistant coaches, and we're talking about one man in particular, Phil Handy. Been on the Lakers bench for a minute. He was part of the 2020 championship squad. Been a part of the Lakers for a minute. Been a part of this league for a minute. Been aligned with LeBron for even a longer minute. Go back to Cleveland. He was there with LeBron in Cleveland. He's here with LeBron now in LA. Again, he's a champion coach, part of Vogel's staff. Started out as a player development coach, a trainer, all that good stuff. But he's really advanced his game to become, a solid assistant coach. And, as we're looking to give assistant coaches opportunities, why not Phil Handy? My guy is Darvin Ham. I would love to see Darvin Ham, but I made a list of my top 10 guys. By the time you're watching this video, I don't know if that video will be out or, out yet or not. But Darvin Ham was number 1 on my list. He was my guy. But Phil Handy was number 2. I would love for Phil Handy to get an opportunity. Again, I want the Lakers to do this. Give it to a fresh new face. Give it to an assistant who deserves an opportunity. Assistant who's proven himself. Like so many other teams. 4 teams in particular. Memphis, they gave Taylor Jenkins the opportunity. And, first-year head coach. And they finished number 2 in the Western Conference. They're battling the Golden State Warriors right now. For Western Conference supremacy to see who can move on to the conference finals and all that good stuff. So you talk about them. How about Boston, another team? They also finished number 2 with the first-year head coach and Ime Udoka. He led the Boston Celtics to the number 2 record, and now they're battling the defending champion Milwaukee Bucks, in this second round. So another first-time head coach. How about Chris Finch over in Minnesota? They hired a new head coach, an assistant, gave him an opportunity, and he led them to the playoffs. And Willie Green in New Orleans, a first-time head coach. They also took a chance on an assistant, and he led them to the playoffs. So the Lakers come on and do the same thing. I'm all for that. Again, my guy is Darvin Ham, but I would love to see Phil Handy get the job as well. If he got the job, I would be very, very happy and very, very excited. Phil Handy. The Lakers respect him. The organization respects him. He's respected around the league. LeBron James respects him. The players respect him. not just coaches, but the players. They all respect him. They all have worked with him. A lot of the stars. He's coached a lot of the stars, a ton of the stars. Back Kobe Bryant. He worked with Kobe Bryant back in the day. Rest in peace, Mamba. Bing. Yes, he worked with him. Of course, worked with LeBron throughout his career. So Phil Handy, he's a guy I would love for him to get an opportunity. All right. You're looking at these other assistants, but look right there on your own bench. And again, he's still on the Lakers staff. You look at his stuff, his social media and all that. He still has Lakers on his social media. Russell Westbrook doesn't, but Phil Handy does. Russ deleted the Lakers. He separated himself from the Lakers, but Phil Handy still has the Lakers all on his stuff. So I would love Phil Handy to get the opportunity. And Phil Handy actually was asked about, him wanting to become a head coach. And this is what he said. It's there on the screen for you. The Bay Area native says that he has been working on his craft so that he can become a head coach. It's been a tremendous learning curve for me over the last 11 years, and probably within the last 3 years, I've really started trying to put myself in position to be looked at as head coach material. Again, that is a quote from Phil Handy. Once again, it's been a tremendous learning curve for me over the last 11 years, and probably within the last 3 years, I've really started to put myself in position to be looked at as head coach material. Once again, those are the words of Phil Handy. Well, Lakers Nation, Lakers organization, Jeannie Buss, and everybody else, out there who's making decisions. I don't even want to start listing names because there's so many people. Phil Jackson and I, like I said, I'm not going to start mentioning names, but how about you interview Phil Handy? How about you look at him? Give him an opportunity. If anything, give him an interview. Give the man an interview. Give the brother an interview. I would love to see him. But you guys sound off. Let me know how you guys feel about Phil Handy being a potential candidate to become the Lakers' new head coach. All right? Sound off in the comment section. Drop a like on this video and subscribe. We will catch you guys in the next one. Peace!